Hi guys, this is GSMDome and I'm here with the unboxing of the HONOR Magic7 Lite. We already did a hands-on with the Magic 7 Pro and the regular Magic 7. Now it's time for the Lite model, which comes with a more resilient package for a body, and the folks of HONOR actually sent me a bag for testing said resilience. Now the unboxing itself isn't going to be much specialty because there's not a charger here, there's just a cable and that's that. This is the purple version of the phone with a ring around the camera that reminds me of the Realme phones and the inspiration taken from the Rolex watches. This is a mid-range smartphone, however, it comes with a 108 megapixel camera, a very resilient body and a huge battery, 6600 mAh. So let's see what's in the box first and then let's see what's in the bag. Okay, so we got the key used to access the slots, nano SIM, and the cable going from USB-C to USB-A. Not even a manual here, but you may get one. We have a test version of the phone, so yeah, yours may be more accessorized. That's everything available inside the box. Now I think it's time to fire up the phone. Now, several things about it. It's the first handset that I'm seeing with IP65M certification, M meaning it's more resilient. It uses a Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 processor and also comes with a 6.78-inch OLED screen, which is also resilient to scratches by coins, by keys, and things like that. Okay, so let's put this to the side here and see what's in the special little baggie. Okay, so this measuring tape will be used to drop the phone from up to 2 meters. Apparently you can drop it onto solid surface from up to 2 meters. It will not get hurt. Here we have a timer. It's a small little egg that you use in the kitchen. The timer is supposed to make you put the phone in the fridge, in the freezer. It can function at minus 30 degrees Celsius or up to 55 degrees Celsius plus in the sauna. That's the test they're requiring. And we also have this thermometer here, which shows the current temperature, so you can see what you're doing. And then we have this pop socket, so you can watch multiple trilogies. They're saying there are dozens of hours of video playback to achieve with a large battery. We also have this bottle opener, which you can use to do things like that. Scratch the phone or not scratch it, because it's very resilient to such contacts. Okay, and I think that's everything we've covered here, nothing extra. Oh, this target, you're supposed to crack nuts with the back and the front of the phone. That's how tough it is. I remember that the predecessor got a similar treatment because it was very resilient. This one is supposed to be up to 160% tougher than the predecessor, but I'll believe it when I'll test it. Okay, so let's get things out of the way. As far as the phone is concerned, it weighs 189 grams, measures 7.98 millimeters in thickness, and comes in colors like titanium purple, titanium black, and jade cyan. It's got IP65M certification, which means a protection for 360 degrees directional when it comes to waterproofing and when it comes to resilience to impacts and dust and things like that. You can drop it from up to 2 meters, it will survive, and it uses special secure glass at the front side and also the back side. Curved on the sides, by the way. Curved on the sides at the front, curved on the sides at the back side. It's quite good looking, it's quite comfy. It's a long and wide phone, so if you have a smaller hand, you may not reach the top part of the screen as easily as you would like it to be. We have comfy buttons here on the side, and when it comes to the display, the panel you're seeing here is an OLED. 6.78-inch OLED actually. We have a pill here, and one of the sensors is the selfie camera. The other one is used to face unlock and bokeh. We have 1.5K resolution, 120 Hz refresh rate, 4000 nits of brightness, which is supposed to be higher than the leaked one from Galaxy S25 Ultra apparently. And of course the usual protection that HONOR applies when it comes to your eyes and your sleep. So we got the eye comfort display here, we got circadian rhythm night display, so there will not be blue light emission, so your sleep will not be bothered. We got eye comfort, we got dynamic dimming and PWM dimming, so the flickering of the screen will not bother you. Okay, now as far as the innards of the phone are concerned, the processor now is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 6 Gen 1, and it's a 4 nanometer octa-core chip. It's accompanied by 8 or 12 gigs of RAM. We have the version with 8, as well as 256 gigabytes of storage. There's also a version with double that amount. Of course, the battery remains the selling point here. It's a gigantic battery, 6600 mAh. It also charges fast. It's a silicon carbon battery with a 66 watt charging. We don't have a bundle charger, sadly. The predecessor, the Magic 6 Lite, had a 5800 mAh battery, so that's an upgrade. And it's a special battery with a special armor coating and temperature monitoring, so it's well protected. Now on paper, the battery should provide you with 48 hours of music and 26 almost hours of video, which is pretty cool. Now, let's see other things that we're getting here. Stereo speakers, so one at the bottom, and there's one at the top. I suppose that the earpiece here, rather than the holes we have here, is what we're getting. There's an in-display fingerprint scanner, but I actually opted for the face unlock because it's quite fast and accurate. Aside from that, on the connectivity front, we are treated to the usual 5G as well as Wi-Fi dual band. Apparently there is no Wi-Fi 6, but I have to dig into it. There's Bluetooth 5.1, there's USB-C at the bottom, there is nano SIM card slots, dual SIM support of course, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We should also have HONOR Share here, and I see that we have 5G confirmed, and NFC is also available part of the package. Now the cameras. In this pill-shaped thingy here, we have a 16 megapixel front camera, while at the back side we have a, well, dual camera setup, not a triple one as you'd expect. This is the flash, and these are the two main sensors. 108 megapixel main camera with optical image stabilization, f1.75 aperture, and a 5 megapixel ultra wide camera with f2.2 aperture. Now, let's see the options, or rather said the interface of the camera and the option it includes. So I would say they're pretty typical. If you've seen an HONOR phone over the past year, you know what to expect. You got panorama, you got watermark, you can scan documents, you got slow motion, you got time lapse, got story, pro mode, HDR photo, high resolution, multi-video, and you can swap your cameras, combos, back, front, and things like that. Okay, and you can also do multiple levels of zoom. This is the video. You can shoot up to 4K. That's the back camera, the front one only Full HD. You have AI features here, AI photography. And this feature which captures moving subjects like a soccer ball being kicked. There's also portrait with bokeh on or off, and up to 3x zoom, apparently. It's achieved by cropping from the main camera resolution. There's also the night mode, and of course the aperture, which is basically sort of like bokeh for objects. Okay, now as far as the software is concerned, you can go here and see what it's all about. You go to About Phone, you got MagicOS 8.0 applied on top of Android 14, and guess what? Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 confirmed. You can also add extra RAM, 8 gigs via the HONOR RAM Turbo feature. From the side, we have here an area which lets you trigger a variety of floating windows, even applied on top of a split screen, which is nice to see. And aside from that, let's see what else we have. So here we have the quick settings area, nothing out of the ordinary. You got HONOR Share, wireless projection. Here we have the notifications, and an interesting feature. So if you go and start watching something on YouTube, let's say I'm watching a clip here from our sister channel, and I do this, and maybe I close it like that, you can see here that the pill has been triggered. There's a pill feature here which is available for some apps, which is similar to the iOS one. It's around the punch hole in the screen. Now, aside from that, we have always on display, we have facial recognition, we have the sidebar, we have AI suggestions for applications and well, apps in general and features in general. And of course, there's a dedicated feature called Assistant, which includes the following. This is the AI suggestions. These are application suggestions throughout the day. We have Magic Text, which can extract text from an image, which is quite useful. And Magic Portal, which you probably know already from the past year. So basically, if I go to this website and our sister site here and press this here, and maybe select the name of a store, keep it pressed, drag it to the side, drag it to Maps, and you're saving some time by doing that. And you're just going to get directions to that. You can drag it to Uber, you can drag it to Facebook, you can drag it to a variety of things. You can also drag photos, not just text. You can drag photos to the side in order to, well, let's see. I'm guessing that you will have to have the photos in the memory of the phone to make it work better. So this one, for example, I keep it pressed and I drag it to the side. I can post it on social media or send it via email. That's what Magic Portal is doing here. Okay, so it's supposed to be a very resilient phone, 5-star SGS certification. You can scratch its back side and its front side with your keys, with your coins. You can drop it from up to 2 meters. You can take minus 30 degrees Celsius or plus 55 It's got 9-in-1 pixel binding for the main camera with 3x lossless zoom in spite of not having a telephoto camera. It's got AI motion sensing and even a special AI erase tool. You can erase people and even text from your images, which is pretty cool. So at the end of the day, it's supposed to be a very resilient phone, mid-range phone with a huge amount of battery life. This is the HONOR Magic 7 Lite. We'll be back with more soon in its review. Goodbye.